As you know, zombie TV shows and movies have become extremely popular over the last decade, with movies like Shaun of the Dead, Zombieland, I Am Legend, and the more recent World War Z has shown us that there could be many types of zombies. There are the slow, normal zombies like in The Walking Dead that are mostly dangerous in hordes, while there are the fast zombies that are also terrifying like in I Am Legend or World War Z. But the zombie species that we have came across is even worse than these zombies. This type of zombie is appropriately called a Splinter Zombie. Technically, this shouldn't even be classified as a zombie because it's an organism that lives in the bloodstream, but the host is dead and continues to walk and it attacks non-infected people, so why not call it a zombie? Anyways, this zombie grows spikes that pierce the skin and can be spread by any contact with the spikes. Here's an example. So if you see anything like some black looking residue on your skin and you recently had a cut, you are probably infected. Oh, I forgot to mention that these spikes can be shot from the organism, so even if you are a safe distance away from the zombie, you may still be at risk. Here's a short clip to demonstrate this idea.
Drop the gun! You're under arrest! Get in your car! There's something out there!
Alright, now it's time to discuss the prevention and survival against the Splinter Zombies and how to identify if it truly is a Splinter Zombie. We'll be going into 5 factors on how to identify it. Now, I'll let you guys know right now that there are going to be spoilers ahead, just because it's going to be how I talk about one of these factors, but I honestly think you guys don't even care because it's the beginning of the day and you guys will probably forget about this presentation and movie at the end of the day, so fair warning. Alright, let's just get straight into it. So the first factor we're going to be talking about is temperature. So later in the movie you find out that the infection sees through heat. So pretty much, so we can really guarantee that the body temperature probably either has a really high temperature or even has a fever like of 101 or even 104, just because the actual body is still moving and it takes over it. So we can assume that it does have a high temperature. The next factor we will be talking about is possible trauma, and you will see trauma into the zombies just because at the beginning of the movie, the organism breaks the bones of the host. So if you're seeing just spikes on someone and just their leg or arm just completely snapped, they are a Splinter Zombie. Now, with body size, the zombie is actually not going to have any changes just because it's so recent in the movie when they get infected. So honestly, it's going to be like the same body size as a normal human being, varying from if they're skinny or fat or what height they are. No matter what, it's going to be the exact same just because the infection takes over so quickly, so no changes in the body will affect it because it's also a living organism that will just keep the body the same. One way that you can see how long the body has been infected is how many spikes it actually has, or splinters that they call it. You can see all the splinters go throughout the skin and kind of just pierce out of it. So the more splinters they have, the more infected they have been, because the actual organism has already spread through the body and it's just kind of like growing and growing as it develops. Now, the last and final factor you can see how long they have been dead is from their actual skin tone. See, from the infection, as you could see from the previous example of how his finger is turning black because that's where the splinter infected him, the more infected they were or have been dead for spreads through the skin, so you can mostly see the skin turn into like a dark black color or just darker in skin tone in general. So pretty much if you see just like this, all of this black goo on your skin, like your hands or your feet, or all over the body, if they're already infected and dead, you can see how long they've died. Now that I know that I'm running out of time during this video, there's only going to be 3 things that you can do to prevent yourself from being sick from this organism. One is to just wear armor. If you wear enough armor, or even just a thick plastic around your body when you're going outside, you will not be infected because the splinter cannot break through the plastic or whatever armor you have. Another thing you can do is kind of just stay inside, just stay indoors, and as long as you have things locked up, they're not going to get in, as you can tell from the trailer. The whole movie is based in a gas station, so they aren't able to get through. And the last and simple thing is do not touch anything that you do not know of. Just don't touch anything that you have no clue what it is, and you'll be fine. I just want to say a quick thank you to Jawan, Wyatt, and Nobian for helping me make this video, and I hope you guys actually enjoyed the video as well. So have a great day.